a remote village in eastern Nigeria. Many of the elderly have been living in the dark for decades. The cause? River blindness, which is also known as onchocerciasis. It's one of the world's leading causes of preventable blindness. For those working to control the disease, it's an affliction that strikes the entire community.
For them, once they go blind, it's a challenge socially and economically, and it affects the education of their children as well.
The World Health Organization estimates that there are more than 100 million people at risk, with 37 million infected, 800,000 visually impaired, and 270,000 blind. And millions more silently suffering from unbearable itching. For centuries, the disease plagued remote communities in Africa, Latin America, and the Middle East. There was no answer to the affliction. But thanks to a combination of scientific discovery and visionary leadership, the landscape is very different now. That's because in 1975, Merck researchers William Campbell and Mohammed Aziz suggested that the company's veterinary drug ivermectin could be reformulated to potentially kill juvenile parasites in humans. The target was river blindness, a disease in which parasitic filarial worms migrate to the eye where they die, resulting in severe inflammation and scarring. It can lead to impaired vision and blindness. Another symptom is intense itching, which often causes pigment loss, commonly called leopard skin. In 1987, after years of further research and human trials, followed by regulatory approval in Europe, Merck CEO, Dr. Roy Vagelos, made a bold promise.
At that meeting, we announced that Merck would contribute the drug free to anyone in the world who needed it, for as long as it was needed.
In order to turn the pledge into practice, Merck created an entirely new organization, the Mectizan Donation Program, which works with partners to support country programs. And Merck's commitment hasn't faltered.
That was a commitment by that generation of Merck management. It is a commitment that I'm happy to say on behalf of this generation of Merck management that it's our honor and privilege to actually also observe.
After 25 years, over 1 billion treatments in more than 117,000 communities, the program has set a new standard. It's become the longest-running drug donation of its kind.
Here we are 25 years later, and what was interesting, the maximum we thought in Africa at the time, people at risk, was around 45 million. We're now up to over 100 million in Africa, and they're still donating. That's a remarkable achievement, I think.
And there was more to come. When it was discovered that lymphatic filariasis or elephantiasis could be prevented when mectizan and another drug, albendazole, are taken together, the program was expanded. In 1998, GlaxoSmithKline began donating albendazole in countries where river blindness and LF coexist, all under the auspices of MDP. In addition, innovative new strategies have been developed since the program began. One of them takes a community-directed approach, with the actual distribution of the tablets being carried out by the people who live in the towns and villages. It's an inclusive strategy pioneered by this program and its partners, and hailed as a model for other health programs.
It's very, very gratifying. It's very, very empowering for everyone, not just the people there, but for the international community to recognize that this doesn't have to be a paternalistic effort. It should be one of partnership where everyone from the very bottom to the very top can be engaged.
I would say that for all of us back here, we should take a great life's lesson from this collection of humane, rational, enlightened people who are so committed, so dedicated that they are out there day after day facing all kinds of personal hardships and dangers to ensure that this medicine can be delivered to the people who need it.
And that determination has paid off. Transmission of river blindness is thought to be interrupted or eliminated in 4 of the 6 endemic countries in the Americas, with Africa and the Middle East making significant progress. Now, thanks to the work of the partners who've been committed for decades, younger generations are able to work, play and enjoy life without the spectre of these terrible diseases.
Many years of hard work